press the button. G'day everyone, welcome to Xrissart. I'm Chrissy, thanks for joining me. I'm just hoping that you all can hear me and see me okay. I think that's okay. Oh my goodness, let's see, who have we got? We've got Christine. Way to go, Christine. Thank you so much for dropping by. So excited. G'day Wendy, how you going? Anne, FineartAnne, way to go, Anne, how you going? Nice to see you. Christy, how are you? Thanks for popping in. Paulo, way to go. Oh, this is lovely. I will be here until the Skype meeting starts. Oh, okay, you're in a meeting. That's okay. Well, you know what? I'm keeping the seat warm. I'm keeping the seat warm while you're waiting. But guess what, Anne? Look at this. This is something. Okay, I shall start. Oh, g'day, Lindy. How you going? Nice to see you here. I'm raring to go. Okay, first of all, let me see. I'm really excited to do this because I had to stop doing this particular project because I was doing another one for a live stream with Wendy. As you know, we were trying out pastels and stuff like that. And so I haven't touched this, as you can see, but I will today. Let's see how far I get. We never know how far I'll get. Probably not very far. Oh, g'day, Katrine. Is it Katrine? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Welcome, welcome. Haven't seen you here before, so this is lovely. Okay, so this is this project has been inspired by Anne from FineartAnne, who is in the chat. Anne made a creatures, like creating creatures, and what Anne did is that she combined two animals and we made one. Now, Anne, if I've actually mentioned in my description box below for this particular painting was inspired by Anne. I'll actually put the link to her Instagram. You people have to go see her Instagram account. It is under FineartAnne, so apologies, Anne, I didn't put it all in, but I will. You should see there are 31 gorgeous unusual creatures. You just have to have a look. So, and I've already done one. I did the horse deer, which is like a horse deer, and I've got one here, and I was going through because I wasn't going to have time to do all of that. And of course I was going to do mine in pastel. I'm doing mine in pastels, but the whole idea was because of the Inktober thing and, you know, doing it in ink and stuff like that. But I know, Anne, I know you did some of yours in watercolor too. So, oh, Anne says she's off. Okay, I'll see you later, hopefully. All right. So, and what I've done is I've combined a snow leopard. This one is a combination of a snow leopard and, hang on, a bighorn sheep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the background, and before I go any further, now I know some people know the pastels that I use mostly, but I made a purchase, and let me see. Wendy says next year you need to do stuff in ink. Yes, cause not having them is not an excuse. Because not having them is not an excuse. We all know you do. Yes, I do. I've got heaps. Katrine says, that's right. Oh, did I have seen some of your pastel drawings. I love them. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so I went shopping. I always go shopping to my favorite art places. And I just wanted to talk about one of my purchases before we start. So this is, now you know how I love Pastelmat. And you know how I love, and I usually buy the darker ones because it helps me. G'day, Gary. How you going? I have a glass of wine on hand and ready. Well, guess what? I've got some unusual tea handy. Actually, cheers to you. Oh, g'day, Shannon. How you going? How are you, sweetie? Nice to see you here. Gary, you'll be interested to see what I bought today. So, hang on a sec. So, Soft Pastels Australia is where I buy a lot of my pastel art supplies. And Pastelmat is the place, Soft Pastels is where I buy my Pastelmat, the place to go. But I bought the white, which I don't normally buy, and I don't normally buy this size. This size is, let me see, yeah, 24 by 30 centimeters, right? So, but I didn't buy this for the pastels. I actually bought this mostly for the color pencils. So there you go, that's that one. Christine, yay, g'day, as you say, that's it. I'll have you talking Australian before you know it, Chris. Well, Wendy does. She said a few words which I've caught her up on. Actually, her husband actually says them as well. Okay, my other purchase from Soft Pastels Australia. Now, Gary, you would be in on this. I bought Xrissart. Now, I know, no, I don't think I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's in French. Xrissart Soft Pastels. They, I bought a few sticks, which I'm going to try on this project. I bought ones which I thought would be good for this particular one. So there you go, Gary. I know that they're your favourite. I know that they are. Xrissart, way to go. There you go. Okay, so I thought I'm going to use these as well. So let's see how we go. Now, I know you brag about these, Gary, so let's see. Let's see. But you can't be wrong because they're just gorgeous. But they're not cheap, are they? I mean, I know I'm not worried about, well, of course I would like them cheaper, but they're very good quality. So, you know, you get what you pay for. Let me see. Love... okay. Hang on a sec. Just 2 seconds. Okay. Okay. So, sorry, just for that moment. What was I saying? Here we go. My son is working and he's calling me to go pick him up from his job, and so I had to decline that because I told him that my husband is going to pick him up. So that'll teach him for not listening. So I'm sure he'll listen. I know that sounds very cruel, doesn't it? But you know, that's what happens when kids don't listen. Xrissart. Is that how you pronounce it, Gary? No way. Xrissart. Shannon says, I don't know why you don't usually buy white. I'd be all over the white. I was outside for 2 minutes and I attached my Mozzie's second thing. Oh yes, it's we're going into summer. We're still in spring here. That's what Shannon's referring to. And mozzies are all over the place. Mosquitoes, sorry. And it's going to be a very hot week this week. G'day, Sneaks. How you going? Oh, look, my son is here. G'day, Miguel. How you going, sweetie? Hi, Mum. I'm on and ready to laugh. Oh, there he goes. Yes, okay. How are you, sweetie? Chris says, I ordered my first thing from Dick Blick. It was a large piece of Pastelmat. Way to go. You will not go back to any other pastel paper, I am telling you. As you know, I've tried so many, Chris. You know that I have, and but I always go back to Pastelmat. Going to have to cut it down, but it's so fun to see a huge piece of Pastelmat. Absolutely, you can do like little pieces. Yeah, so there you go. I'm talking too much and I'm not doing anything. See, look, how many minutes are we in and I haven't even started any kind of work. And of course I've got my soft tools, and I've got my trusty brushes, and I'm going to start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the background first, and hopefully I'll have time, and I'm going to do one of the horns if I can. Oh, there you go. Oh, g'day, Iris, how you going? And you lovely people in the chat, just a quick hello. Can't stay because work is crazy today. Oh, look, that's okay, sweetie. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. Actually, I better start. Okay, here we go. Now, you can use the brush. This is slow, but I suppose for the purposes of this stream, but just letting you know that this is how slow this process is. And what I might do is I might zoom in if I can. Maybe zoom in. Whoa. Okay. Very hard to tell. Very hard to tell. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Oh, you know what I didn't... oh yeah, I've got my... I was about to say, where's my vacuum cleaner? I need my vacuum cleaner. Smash that like button. Oh, thank you, Iris. Okay. So as you can see, I'm feeling much better. I'm still croaky, but that's all right. Spirits are high. They are up there. Up there. So that's what I've got to say. Energy levels are up. Not like that last week. I'm over creatures today. Took 2 cats to the vet. Rejected all the treatments. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, Shannon, you were mentioning about the white. You know what? I do have white, but I don't use that a lot. The white that I use, or the highlights that I use, is the raw umber tint. And it's all of these. Although I do use the white. I do use it, so there it is. And I'm into my second one of this one. But I use that mainly for clouds and stuff like that. I'm not sure, yeah. Yeah, so... yeah, and plus I never use white paper too. Yeah. Why don't I use white paper? I don't use white paper because the dark papers that I use helps me gauge my values. That is why. So what I might do is probably, I should maybe, how about if I use my soft tools? That will speed things up, because we need to speed things up, because you know the live streams actually take a while. Let me see. Except bare minimum and still cost $350. Oh my goodness. My pretty cat has a big, oh no. Oh, that's not good. Tumor is abdomen. Oh, okay. Well, I hope he gets better. Iris says, it's rubbish. Okay, I better go. Getting too distracted already. Much love. Okay, sweetie. See you later. Hope to see you soon again. Christy, for anyone in the US, I can't seem to find the masking film that I use. Can someone recommend another brand that is similar to Xrissart? Wendy, I think did you end up finding something? Did you end up finding the masking film? I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is all working. So I'm going to do the background first, because really that's what I should be doing. Many times I don't do it, and I tell you, actually, and I'm telling you, you can't see it properly, but I'm using Phthalo Blue Extra Dark because I like the saturation in this one for this particular background, and I'm using Payne's Grey shade. Actually, I want the Extra Dark. That's the one I want. Although it looks the same to me, but anyway. And the reason why I'm using these colors is because the horn is going to be like this color, or perhaps this color. And it's a lovely, it's very complementary to what the horn is going to look, and it'll make the horns pop, or the animal pop. So that's the reason why I'm using those colors, this background. Yeah. Is that too much? Is that too much? Oh. I just don't want it to, is it reflecting? And I need you to see what I'm doing too, so there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, the raw umber tint looks like an unbleached white. I'm not a fan of the dark paper because the dark shows through. With portraits, sometimes people look dead. Well, I suppose, yes, I understand what you mean, but you know what? I cover the whole thing, and the reason why. And you could say, well, why are you, if you're using this dark colour and if you're going to cover the whole thing, why aren't you just using white then? And that's a very good question, because, and I tell you what it is, it's because of the process. While I'm doing this, this painting, it helps me with my values. That's the reason why, because really it's going to be covered. Pretty much it's going to be covered. Yeah. Chris says, Christy, I have frisket you can get in film. Okay, yes. Yeah. Wendy, but since you put the background in anyway and block in colour before details, it all ends up being the same. Yes, and that's exactly right. That's right, Wendy, yeah. Yeah. So, and that's the reason why it just helps me during the course of the painting. That's probably a better way to, the words aren't just coming out, are they? Well, I've already had some nice tea before I started, so there you go. That might explain things. Let me see. No problem. Hope it all helps. I think I got mine off Amazon, so I'm not sure if it's in any. Yeah, I mean, I got mine from my local art store. But I tell you what, Amazon has everything. They have everything for sure. Okay, this is the difference between soft tools. I just brushed this away. See that little bit there? It's starting to come off, but that's okay. I get it and I understand that. I don't mind, because I know some people say, oh look, the soft tools, you know, they shed or they ruin and stuff like that, and that's okay. I get that, but look at the results that you're getting with this as well. I'm actually going to use the brush as well. Oh, Jelena, hello, nice to see you, sweetie. How you going? Shannon says, Iggy Ginger, very fluffy, and he has unique crimpy narrow stripes on his neck. And oh, you're describing your cat. Jelena says, I'm working though. My work colleagues don't mind me having this on, but we'll have to go when my boss comes. Oh, okay. That's very brave, Jelena. Okay, Wendy says, all right, here, look, I'm going to keep on going because I'm going to get into trouble. I'm going to keep on going. I've got to be, look, I'm a female. I should be able to do, like, you know, a handful of things all at once. What a joke. Okay, here we go. Serious. Okay, here we go. Wow, this phthalo blue is very, very staining. I can't believe it. It's in watercolor. It's in all of the, it must be the pigment. It has to be the pigment. Let me see. Okay. Okay. All right, so, oh, hang on. So there we go. I'm going to use my brush because I love using my brushes as well. Oh, let me see. Christine says, getting employees written up globally, one stream at a time. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, funny people. You people are so funny. Okay. I have a question for you. I have a question for you people. We're all artists here. and I have a question. Now, we may have touched on this briefly in other streams, but I don't remember it, so I'm going to ask this question. Question is, for all of you artists in the chat, what is your style? And I'll tell you, or how did you find your style? Or did your style find you? This is my question, because I have an answer to this too, by the way. It's an interesting question because a lot of people ask this, and I hear it on other people's live streams actually, and I'm thinking, you know what, that's a really interesting question. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to ask my art friends what they think. Maybe we don't have a style yet, and maybe that is the case as well. Yes. Okay. All right. Oh, and for those people who are in the US, happy Halloween to you guys. I know it's your Halloween, so there'll be a lot of dressing up and all of that. Here in Australia, it's not a big deal, but it's starting to be, I think. It never was when I was growing up. Abort, this is a trick question, says Christine. Yes, well, it could be a... Yes, oh, I like that. You're so funny. Okay, all right. So I want to go a little bit darker, and I'm actually going to go the dreaded black, which I really shouldn't, but I'm actually going to here. Just at the ends here, mixing. Because I really want these. Okay. She likes these trick questions, says Wendy. After 25 years, style is still evolving, but painterly realism is what I'm aiming for. Okay, Linda, very good. Wow. Wow. That's interesting, isn't it? Christine says, I wish I had an answer. Sure would make art easier. Yes, I know. But the reason why I asked this, there is a reason why. And hang on. There is a reason why. I remember when I first got back into art, and this was when I was a young girl. When I was a young girl, I already had found my style, but I dismissed it because I think, apart from my art teacher, I probably was a bit discouraged by other people, I think, and that's why I dismissed it. Isn't that funny when you're young and vulnerable and still that way too sometimes? I wish, yeah. I was going somewhere with this. Hang on a sec. Yes. When I first got back into my art again, which was like, you know, maybe 6 or 7 years ago, 8 years ago, and I just started doing simple things. I was doing simple portraits, just things to familiarize myself with getting back into painting. And my husband goes to me, he goes, you know what, I've noticed a lot of people, a lot of artists have got a style. You don't have a style. And I went, you know what, you're right, I don't know what my style is. This was back then. I love the style question. No one can answer it before drawing for 10 years. Exactly. I think I have about 3 or 2 of them are distinctly shiny. Well, there you go. Wendy says style is for all her people to have the same noses and monkey heads. Oh my gosh, she's on to me. You know what? She's on to me at the moment. Oh. Okay, so I'm actually going to change this soft tool because I've used black and I just don't want to use this at the moment. So I'm going to go, okay, now. And so he was saying to me, like, Dave is my husband's name. And he said to me, he goes, you know, you don't have a style. And I go, you know what? I don't either. And I thought to myself, what is my style? And what I did is I just kept on painting and just painting what I was doing. until one day it just started happening. I was painting, I was gravitating towards surreal stuff and things that were real but in unrealistic situations, and that's where it all started from. Well, that's how I g'day, oh my goodness, g'day Nick, how you going? Oh my goodness, everyone say hello to my little brother. Well, he's not so little, but you know, he'll always be little to me. He's quite a few years younger than me, so there you go. Hello little brother, how you going? Shiny says, one is cartoony and retro and character driven. The other style is realism, life drawing, pin-up people, quite gestorial drawing. The third is more classical storybook. Yes, well there you go. And see, this is where I'm getting at. So, but I tell you what, when I was a young girl, because I started in oils, and I'll probably tell you a story when we've got more time, I suppose. But when I started in oil, started in oils, and you wouldn't believe I was doing freaky landscapes and unusual wine glasses, or glasses with things oozing out, and little men climbing up a great, like, it was the glass was like this, and I had this little man with this little, it was like a great big tall glass with this man climbing up on a ladder in this glass. And I'm thinking to myself, because I had to think about that, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, you know what, I used to do this when I was younger. Why I didn't get into it straight away? But there you go. So and of course I love portraits. I love still life, and I still do them. Look, I'm doing animal portraits. Here we go. But yeah. Oh, well, I suppose this is a little bit surreal, isn't it? I would say. So there you go. Let me see. Okay, well, here's a question. Does your style change when your medium changes? This is a very good question too. How about that? Oh, that's a curveball. Chris, let me see. Chris says, I love to use pastels. Oh, now you've blended it too much. Rewind. Oh no, don't worry. I'll tell you what. Pastelmat takes a lot of layers. Shannon, you watch what happens. This is just the very basic layers, and I'm just trying to work out where my colors are going to be. So all is good. All is good. Nick says, I remember your first painting. It was in the snooker room, and to me it just looked like a bunch of swirls. I didn't get, but I'm sure you did. Oh, that's right. You're so good for remembering that. That was an abstract. That was my oils. Nick, I am impressed you remember that. Gary, oh, we used to have a snooker room in my childhood home when we were growing up. We had like a study room, and there was a big snooker table, and that's where my paintings used to. Oh, snooker is a billiard table for those people who don't understand. It's Australian for billiard table. Okay. Gary says, apply Geralt very lightly as they are very vibrant, then layer. Okay. Shannon says, at school I used to always want to draw moving things. I drew the big pick of staplers chomping into things, and I love fashion drawing because I was into fashion design. Oh, wonderful. I can never figure out why I stopped drawing when I stopped designing. See, there you go. It's like I connected my love for art, which I always had to just fashion then, and I stopped the lot for like 10 years wasted. That's exactly my story, by the way. I just like to say that. And yeah, for those people who don't know what snooker is, maybe you should Google it. And it is a game on a billiard table. So I just thought I'd mention that. Okay, Mum. It was fun, but I have to head off now. Good night, everyone. Good night, sweetie. Be good, hun. Okay. Do as you're told. I know that you do. You will learn Aussie one way or another. Yes, that's right. Wendy, if I have to drum it into you. Okay. Lily, hello, Lily. Nice to see you. Oh, wonderful that you're joining us today. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes. So, and I think actually when my style actually changes when I use different mediums. When I think about it, it would have to, wouldn't it? If I'm using, say, watercolor, my style would change. I think my subject matter wouldn't change, but my style of painting. Oh, g'day, Zach. How you going? It's my nephew. I've got family coming in. Zach, you just missed your cousin. He's just left right now. Christy, loving the look of your background. Looks like a fog at night. Oh, yes. This is just the first few layers. And can I just remind everyone, this is what Pastelmat is like. Pastelmat is just wonderful for this kind of thing. Okay, I'm going to have to bring out the Dirt Devil. Coffee Cat, g'day, g'day. Thought I would make it. Just got home from work. Wonderful, wonderful. Nice to see you here. Chris says, I don't draw to what I feel like my style is at all. Well, and that's what happens. You start, and then all of a sudden, bang, it happens. You go, ah, yes, this is what I really like doing. And then you start doing it. And then you just keep on improving on it or adding things to it, adding elements to your style and stuff like that. I love how you say, you all, we do. I like how people say stuff and how you can't just copy it. I love how people are just comply. Okay, Lily. Nice to see you all. This in my first Xrissart stream. Oh, it is wonderful that you're here. Welcome. Mario, welcome. Hi from Spain. Wonderful. Anne, back. Okay, wonderful. Sneaks, hey there. Okay, all right. Keep on going. I've got to keep on going. Hang on. I've got to keep on going because you know me. I've got a record for not finishing. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get the Dirt Devil out. Hang on a sec. Excuse me. I just don't want to blow things all the time. Wendy says, are you going to put any warm colours in the background? No, I'm not going to do that because the warm colours are going to be in the horns and that separates the background. We are all here. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to use my makeup brush and I'm going to start applying more layers. So here we go again. And it'll smooth things out too. Let me see. I hope you will live stream some of it. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, Christine, thank you. That is my plan as soon as Christmas is over. Did I miss something? Oh yeah. Oh, and for people that don't know, Christine also live streams from Facebook. So so please go ahead and you know, follow Christine on Facebook as well. White Clover is her art name, so please do that. And there are so many, there's quite a few people here that have got YouTube channels. Hello Shiny has got YouTube channel. Artista365 has a YouTube channel here. Anne from FineartAnne has a YouTube channel. Please go ahead and check out their channels, and they do awesome work. So please go ahead and check all of that out. Nick says, oh sorry, Jelena says, did you do the line drawing by hand? No, I did not. I did not. I transferred it on from a transfer paper. So I could get, yeah, but what, well, you know, I transferred it by hand, I suppose. I don't know. Let me see. Nick says, are you vacuuming your painting? Well, vacuuming the dust, mate. Yes. Little brother, yes, I am. Well, you know, it's because, well, it's better than blowing. Now, this is pastels, Nick, so I've got to teach you a little bit about pastels. Well, actually, a lot of people in the chat will teach you about pastels, actually. No, don't put warm in the background. No, I will not. No, that's okay. I will not do that. Chris says, thank you guys for that. You just made my heart swell. That's so sweet. Oh no, that's okay. We're all here to support each other. That's what we do. All right. At the moment, let me see. I'm going to put just a little bit more. A little bit, and I'll just keep on going. But what I wanted to do here, and the reason why I've got this here, see how, and this is the whole point of masking film. This is the whole point of masking film. So I can brush over, not worry about my lines, not worry about how. G'day, Will, how you going? I've been watching for a bit, but also making lunch. Oh, way to go. Wait, well, look, masking film again, Will. Okay, because I know you pull me up when I don't use it when I should be using it. Okay, and that's where I learned that trick from. So everyone, Will is the one that's taught me that on a Patreon. On a Patreon, and I know I've said it before, but on a Patreon video or live stream. So if you're not a Patreon, I reckon you should be. All right, so let me see. Oh, g'day, Kathleen. How you going? Nice to see you here. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. And so for the people that have come in late, and I mentioned it before, this painting is inspired by Anne from FineartAnne. Anne has been painting, creating creatures and combining two animals in one. And of course, this is my contribution. I've already done one, and this is another one, but Anne did hers in inks. And watercolors the last few goes, and so this is my my hang on, what is it again? Bighorn Sheep, Snow Leopard. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to now cut around this particular horn, and so I probably need a bit of concentration for this one. Let me see. I've never done pastels. I've decided to explore options besides irritating electrons. Kathleen. Oh, okay. All right. Not sure. Chrissy. Sorry, meant to say, do you draw out the line drawing on sketch paper first before transferring to Pastelmat? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do if I've got ideas. I do. Sometimes not. Sometimes I create my image on Photoshop, or sometimes I even use Photoshop for those people that don't have, who don't know how to operate Photoshop. So I just use that as well. So I draw on that. G'day Brenda, how you going? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Oh yeah, it's Halloween. Okay. It's Halloween, everyone, so you don't have a trick for Chrissy, maybe a treat. It's a bit, oh, okay. All right. Okay. Oh, g'day, Heidi. How you going? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay. All right, here we go. I need a bit of concentration here. So, oh, hang on. I actually need my glasses for this. So, now I've got a very sharp blade. So hopefully now I'm just doing this lightly here, very lightly, and just around the animal, around the fur, because that way I can actually go, I will go over it once I've done the horn. So hopefully okay, here we go. Now this is like my favorite part. This is like the big reveal here. I've got to be very careful. Here we go. Look at this. Now, how could I possibly get more excited than this? Look at that. And you know what the great thing about this is that my drawing is still intact. Hang on, let me just cover this blade as well. And I'll zoom in as well so you can see as well. So that's pretty cool, I reckon. This masking film, so if you guys can get your hands on masking film, it's the best thing since sliced bread. I always say that, but it is. It is just perfect. It's just perfect. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my brushes. All right, but I just want to make sure that I can see my reference as well. Here we go. Okay. All right. Now the colors that I'll be using for that, and I'll just replace that, are the burnt umber, these ones here. And for those who have come in late as well, I'm actually going to be using Xrissart soft pastels. Xrissart, I can't pronounce it right. Xrissart soft pastels. So I've never tried these before, and they've been recommended by Gary, who's in the lives, who's in the chat as well. So they're his favorite. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm giving these a go. But I'll tell you what, they're so expensive. For me, I'll tell you what, each one of these. Now, how much do you reckon this would have cost, just one pastel? Now, I bought these Australian dollars. When I saw the price, I nearly fell over, but I thought, you know what? That means I probably can't buy a couple of bottles of wine instead of these. Let me see. Let me see. When you see someone come on stream, oh yeah, what's this? Boo to everyone when I come on stream. Okay, I want you to see. You are crazy. Who would want to do that? Oh, hang on. Okay. What do you use to sign your pastel sign? I use pastel pencils to sign. That's what I use. Heidi. Is it Heidi? Yeah. Kathleen says, okay, really need to try the masking film. That is awesome. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Now I've got some little, these are little makeup brushes. I use that a lot, and I use that a lot. I initially used this this one here, to lay down the pastel. I need to get masking film. Masking tape feels so much hard work. Absolutely. Look how easy this was. Do you make your drawing a little heavier when you use masking film to preserve your drawing? I know masking fluid in watercolor seems to pick most of the drawing up. You know what? This is I do sometimes if I've on my transfer paper if I haven't pressed hard enough, because I've got to be careful of that as well. I do go over with a bit of a pastel pencil, but not much. It's only enough for me to see. But look, still, I mean, it's still pretty good here. No need. It does take that much off it anyway. Yeah, it does a little bit. Yeah, it does a little bit, but not that much. Not for me anyway. I have tried it yet. I haven't tried it yet either. Very keen to try to do some super fine art drawings. But remember, this is on Pastelmat paper. Because this paper is strong. Oh look, I better start doing this. It's very strong paper. It takes me a while. See, that's what I'm saying. I'll be lucky if I get the horn done. Lucky. Yeah, Pastelmat is the one I've tried. Masking film on some watercolor paper. Yeah, not good. You could actually see the cut marks. I was not happy, but that's okay. That's okay. I just know not to do that. That's all. $5 each. $5 each. No, wrong. You know what? $7 Australian for that. Do you think that's a lot of money? But I think, you know what? Worth it. Worth it, worth it, worth it. So it's best to buy 6 of very good pastels rather than 12 ones which are scratchy and that you're going to have a bad experience with. So that's always my philosophy, is to buy, if you're going to buy colored pencils, buy 6 open stock, very good quality, rather than say 24 poor quality ones. Okay. And there's a bit of a dark bit here as well. See, and as you can see, you can actually see right through. This is how, with these brushes, this is the kind of control I get. I can still see through my drawing for the time being. It'll get to the point where that'll be covered, and I just build up on my layers, and that's all I'm doing. Don't push let me see. Don't push so hard. What, on the surface? Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Yes, well, that's it. You shouldn't push so hard. That's right. Steve, mate, how are you? Nice to see you. What is the trick? What is the trick? Separating the backing off the masking paper so you can lay the tacky side down. You know what? There is a trick to that. It's very difficult, Steve. You have no idea. It had me going for about 15-20 minutes at a time. It is very difficult. Yes, I agree. I've had trouble doing that, taking the backing off the tacky bit. Yes. Well, that's the only downside of that one. Brenda says, I have some pastel sticks, 40-year-old, and love them. My friend gave them to me from her mother that passed. Oh, look, absolutely. These things don't go off. They don't go off at all. So I'd say go for it. Use them. Definitely. And I use a paper towel as well, the same as you would a soft tool. And so I'm using well, now I've got to be careful here, but this is the pastel shade, the raw umber shade. one of the edges is a bit shorter on the masking fill versus the back, so you just separate that. Yeah, but you've got to be wearing your you've got to be wearing binoculars. I don't know, you've got to be wearing, you've got to have it under a microscope to get it. It is so hard to see. But then again, that's my eyes probably. I like to see how to video on getting an image transferred on the paper and the process of the masking film. The very beginning stages of a piece. Okay, one day I'll do that for sure. They are grumbucker. Oh, grumbucker. I think I'm saying that correctly. Is this ant? Oh, yes. Well, I do have, oh, yes, that reminds me. Christy, I do have a masking film video, and I show you from start to finish how I use it. So I might actually put this as a pop-up card later on, or put it in the description box below. Well, that's naughty of me not to do that, not to put that in. I should have done that. Yeah. Is this Anne's original line drawing? You copied it? No, it is not. Anne's is a whole full leopard, a full-length leopard. This is me just looking for reference material, and yeah. Oh, Nick's going. Oh, g'day. Oh, sorry. I'm not saying g'day. I'm saying goodbye, Nick. See you later. Talk to you soon. Talk to you soon. Nice to have family visit, isn't it? Okay. All right. Last day of Inktober. Slice. Don't have any idea. Okay. Great. I'll look up the video. It says mask it. That's, yeah, pretty much. But I'll tag it anyway, just in case you can't see it. And yeah. So it's just a little simple little exercise to show you how it how I apply it. Okay, and this is slightly, I'm going to cover this all, but then this needs to be a little bit lighter here. Two totally different pictures, says Anne. Yes, yeah. You should go onto Anne's Instagram and have a look. It is just awesome. It's just good. Now see, look how good. See, I'm not even worrying about this area here. I'm just going over because the fur will come over on top of the this Snow Leopard, and I just want to make sure that this one does resemble one that Sheldine did a couple of years back. Yes, and Wendy did bring that to my attention, and I go, yeah, it did, but I didn't know that that's what it looked like. This is something I thought of. I'm doing a watermelon slice getting eaten. Oh yeah. All right. So I don't have any more questions for you guys. I should be asking you questions instead of you asking me. And so, and this is the beauty with this. And they're all light layers. See, eventually my drawing disappears. It's pretty much more of a guide than anything else. I hope you, Steve says, oh, okay. Howdy, right back at you. Oh, okay. Kept trying using my thumbnail. Oh, okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and good night. Thanks for the stream. Had a great time. Okay, Christine. Thanks for popping by, sweetie. And hopefully I'll catch you on yours as well. Okay, now, oh yeah. Here's another question. Are you, people in the chat, are you doing any holiday pieces with all the holidays coming up? I know that now Inktober's on, it's done, finished. So holidays are coming up. Christmas will be here before you know it. I suspect Halloween. People are trying to do. Lily says, "I'm Danish. Speaks an awful English. Why bite the masking film? I'll give it a try, I guess." You should. You watch what'll happen. Things will change. You'll go, why didn't I use this to begin with? Mark my words, Steve. Are you doing any holiday projects? Am I doing any holiday projects? You know what I thought? I thought to do some Christmas cards. I thought maybe to do a Christmas card, and I thought of that, but I don't know whether I'm going to do that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but hang on a sec. My tea. All right. Heidi says, which brush do you use for the small areas where the eco brushes are too big? Okay. Now, good question. Oh, okay. Sorry, Lily. Okay. That one. And I've actually found this one for some detail. So yeah. Which brush do you use for the small areas? So I do use this because see how it's got like a dagger? Excuse the pastel here, but see how it's got a dagger? So I do use the point, and I use these two probably mostly. And this is why I pulled this one out, because I just want to get in here. And it picks up a good amount of pastel. And now, Wendy, I know that you used these brushes. So, and I know we talked about it on our live stream. But people that may not have been on the live stream, maybe you can tell them what you thought of these brushes as well. So, Shannon says, I ignore Christmas. I love cooking all day though. That's my fun. Make a big roast. Yes, I love cooking too. The holiday gift, I decided I'm going to give my opinion. Very good, very good. I like that one too. Maybe you can bottle that one up, Steve. Maybe. Okay. Oh, Sarah, hello. Nice to see you. Hope you're all feeling better, Chrissy. Yes, I am. Well, still croaky, but you know what? I'm full of beans. All pistons going. How else can I say it? Great big thumbs up. I'm much better spirits. They're only good on Pastelmat. Yes, they brush off other surfaces. I do like the control you have with them on Pastelmat. Yes, and that is it, actually. That is it. Because I use Pastelmat, and I think I've managed to perfect using this paper with the pigment and this. But yes, you are correct. And you have seen me use other surfaces, and some more successful than others. Color Fix, no good. What did I use? Pastel Fix, no good, by Hannah Mueller. So yes, it only, yeah. And well, for pastel board, you got to work a little bit harder too, I think. Yeah, not the same. It's not like Pastelmat. Yes. So this is my fine one. And I'll, just so you can see, Heidi, Oh, hang on, wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Hang on. I'm just going back to the chat. Wendy says, maybe I should do a 12-day challenge of Christmas, 12 days of Christmas challenge. Oh my gosh, how am I going to get to do my cards if I do that? Well, you know what? I might have to. I have to be prepared. Oh, that'd be difficult. Okay, well, here's an idea. Seeing as Wendy's mentioned this, perhaps between Wendy and myself, we can do live streams between us and we can somehow do this challenge. That would be interesting. And maybe perhaps other people would like to join in. That would be a good thing. So maybe let us know if that is something that people want us to do. That's a very good idea, Wendy. I like that. I bottle up heaps of stuff. Reckon I do some good vintage comments ready to go. Okay, both do it. Yes, there you go. Well, that's a very good idea. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to think far. Hang on, here we go. I just wanted you to see what I'm doing here as well. Okay. What I'm doing here also is putting down a base color. Okay, a base color for this horn. I'm actually going to use pastel pencils to help with the direction because there are grooves which go this way. Actually, I'll show you. Going this, hang on. Going this way. I'll put the pastel on top so, and then there's stuff going this way. So, just so you can see. You can't. Okay, hang on. I'll be in my new. Oh, that's right. Wendy's setting up a new studio. We're going to have to check out what a new studio will look like when she has it all set up. You can't get away, Wendy. Yes. Take walnuts apart, put notes in them, and glue back. Oh, okay, for fun. Oh, okay, sounds good. Okay. All right. So, and don't forget. Kneaded eraser. Another thing, which is one of the best tools I have in my arsenal. Gee, that sounds funny when I say that. Sorry. Okay. All right. So let me just go back with this. And this is Pastelmat, very forgiving. Pastel, and again, Pastels forgiving. Panpastels seem much better. Oh, that's gone. Who eats walnuts in a shell? Those go in the trash. Too much work. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, you never know. Maybe squirrels eat nuts in a nutshell. Although we don't have squirrels here. Looking your work makes me want to do something with my pastels, but I have so many unfinished pictures waiting. Yes. I have like 500 fresh walnuts in my kitchen right now. Oh, that's right. You just crack it with a nutcracker, don't you? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm also going to be putting maybe a bit of blue for highlights. Actually, I don't like the way that that's looking there. The blue will be reflecting from the background. There we go. I break them with my hands, says Will. Do you, Will? You're very strong. You don't use a nutcracker? Gosh. Ian. Hello, Ian. Welcome. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome, welcome. Hi from Scotland. Oh, wow. What time is it in Scotland? Hang on a sec. If it's not, it must be morning. It has to be morning there. 1 in the afternoon, perhaps, maybe. So nice that you could join. Oh, wonderful. Will says, my mother-in-law has 300-year-old walnut tree in her backyard. Oh, that is so nice. Oh, you would be having some real fresh walnuts then. They're one of my favorites. Will, walnuts, spinach, grapes, pineapple. Are you cracking them, or does Anna getting the honours? Oh, okay, all right. Okay, midday, says Ian. Oh, 12:05 says, oh yes, because Sarah and Ian are from that side of the world. First time here, and welcome to Ian. Glad that you could make it. Glad you could make it. Okay, all right. All right, so this is looking the way I'd like it to look. You know what? I'm actually going to go for the next horn and then maybe do pastel pencils for details. How about that? I can't believe that I actually did that. See? I can talk and work at the same time. More for you. I love fresh nuts on a salad. Alone in desserts. They're wonderful. Oh, yeah, they are too. Okay, I need some concentration again, so hang on a sec. So, my horn finishes about here, and of course Jan, hello, nice to see you, welcome. Oh, this is fantastic. All my art friends are here. This is wonderful. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm just concentrating a little bit. I don't want to cut the paper, but it's a very light touch. I've got to say, very light touch. It's almost like an operation. And yeah, and in most cases, I know that you don't need to, but I change my blade regularly because I don't want to put pressure, and I don't want to, because if you have a blunt blade, you will tend to push, and then you'll end up cutting your paper. So here we go. I love this bit. Come on. Okay. Oh. Still concentrating. Oh, here we go. Okay, still have to do a little bit more. Nicola, Angela, oh, welcome. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. I'm just lurking here while working on something. I hope everyone is okay. Okay, yeah, sorry, I just need to concentrate on this just a little bit. Make sure. The other one came off really well. Okay, here we go. Okay, now I love this bit. Oh, nearly. Oh, yes. Oh, nearly. This is very light touch, I'm telling you now. Yes. Let me see. Hang on. I just want to make sure that I've got. She has all pistons churning, Wendy. She says. Okay. Okay, Jen. I just woke up. So glad that I didn't miss everything. This is beautiful. I suppose Wendy says. I suppose should have to be would have to be double horned. Hey guys. Sorry, I've said that. So glad you popped in to say hey. I have an idea for a 12-year-old Christmas collab with Chrissy, Wendy. You need to ensure it is with alcohol only. You know what? Wendy, we are due for one of those. We are due for one. Alcohol chocolate. Perhaps. My last days of Inktober, so to still Inktober to still do, then yay, I'm free to work on my pastel drawings. Way to go, Jelena. Watch out, folks, she's concentrating too much. News report. That's part of Australia has disappeared, you know, whose fault it was. Oh my gosh. You are cheeky this morning, aren't you? Might have to take you up on that. Okay. So tired, don't know how Chrissy's so awake. Shannon is on the same time frame as I am. She only lives about 40 minutes away, so ish. I hate kale for dinner. Okay. Oh, no, ideas. Nutcracker, snowman, Santa Claus, reindeer, Christmas tree. Oh, says Brenda. Wonderful. Great ideas. You didn't much convincing. Hey, can do everything alcohol on that last day. Okay, I'm always fearful that I will cut through my paper. I did that this last weekend. Way to go. I think there are sheep with 4 horns. Okay, all right. Okay, let me get into this because, you know, I talk too much and not enough art. Okay, so let me get back with, okay. So I'm looking at my reference again. I'm using, okay, hang on. I just need a bit of refreshments. Hang on a sec. All right, here we go. This is going to be dark, raw umber, extra dark. Okay, and I'll tell you what, this is one that I have used the most. And this is my second one, and I've been painting with Panpastels for about, I don't know, 4 years, 4 years, I don't know, that long. And so this is my second pan, and I use that a lot. So this is what I'm trying to say is that these last a very long time, but the way I'm using it with this brush doesn't. Okay, I've just got to tell you that these pans aren't made for how I'm using them. These pans are made to be used with soft tools, which I use, look, I use, right? But I find I get a lot of control with all of this. So yeah. Yeah, so Wendy, we are due for one of those kind of streams. So you might as well start exercising and pace yourself. maybe. You're so funny when you get flustered and trying to get things done. Oh, look, you know, she's kicking my butt again. You're so funny. Okay, I still have a week of Inktober. Do you really? Oh, you're playing catch up, Shannon. Well, you know how it goes. Though I think it takes less convincing for Chrissy than myself. But it's always fun when you throw Chrissy in the mix. We're crazy together. Okay, yes, we are. You know, things go a bit haywire, actually. Haywire. Okay. Oh, hello, Elise. Nice to see you here. Lovely to see you here. And Elise also has been doing Inktober, but Elise has been uploading every day all these lovely drawings as well. So people should go and have a look at her Instagram account. And yes, this is looking so epic so far. Okay, well, oh, Nanette. Oh, hello. I haven't seen you in a while. Good morning, mates. There you go. See, you're talking Australian. Nice to see. Nice to see. And see, look, with the masking film, this is what happens with the masking film. I don't have to worry about halos. Again, Will is the one that taught me how to do this. I always have to give him credit for this one. Absolutely. Teaches us so many things. Okay. Let me see. Oh, Wendy, you're inviting Elise for a oh, here we go. She'll probably be wanting to try to get over this challenge as well. Did you see my tulips on? Oh, actually, Will, I saw your tulips. I even saw your tulips. Sorry, Gary. Sorry, Gary. Sorry, Gary. I want to have a go at those too. When am I going to have the time? If someone can tell me, this is it. I have truly, I want to do so much art and I've got so little time. If someone can work out how to paint and draw in your sleep, please let me know, because that's the only time left I have. It's wonderful. Yeah, absolutely, Will. Thank you so much. You teach us so many nice things, so many useful things. Okay. How's it going? I got that off Chrissy. Oh, okay. How's that going? Okay. Steve says, for the 12 days, you might want to try doing Christmas theme with native critters of Australia. Example, box jellyfish. The mistletoe has tentacles and two great whites nose to nose versus with Santa hats. Oh, yes. See, Steve knows. He's been doing some research and he's worked out all of the deadly creatures that we have in Australia. That's what he's done. That's what he's done. Yeah, there you go. Okay, all right, so okay, so sorry, I'm just drawing a blank. I can't believe it. Raw Umber Extra Dark. So what I will be doing is using Raw Umber, this one, and using my paper towel again to. Oh, and by the way, washing these. Jelena says, you already do art in your sleep, Chrissy, because you wake up with ideas. Yeah, that's right. I just got to say, my last project that I did was the, you know, my Galaxy Fantasy one, and I hadn't washed these since that time. So the other night I decided to wash these, and of course you can use detergent. For people that have got this, I used detergent, not detergent, a paint cleaner. But it is, you can use detergent, and look, they don't shed or anything. These will last forever. Cosmo Coffee Cat says, I feel you. The only thing you can still cut back is on sleep, and that doesn't usually work very well. That's right. You know, particularly if you've got a day job, you know, you need some energy to get through the day, I think. And, you know. Anne says, you have only deadly creatures there. Even the kangaroo may punch you in the face if you're not careful. That is so true. That is so true. They've got guns, you know, like guns here. You should see that, just like they're like that. And it's a bit scary going up against a male one. And of course, I've got some very close to where I live. Gary says, your last project was unreal. Wow. Oh, thanks, Gary. Thanks for saying that. That's very nice of you to say that. But yeah, like what I'm saying is that these brushes, I've had these forever. I am telling you. Oh my gosh. And so, and that's the thing, when you buy brushes for painting, like in oils and watercolor and acrylics, you'll find that when you first buy them, they start to shed. Well, these ones don't, and I can't explain why. I don't know. It must be all the eyeshadow that you've got to apply. I have no idea. I don't know the chemistry behind it or the mechanics behind it. Jacqueline, nice to see you here. Welcome. Hi everyone. Sorry I'm late. No, you're not late. You're just in time. It's looking really amazing. Wonderful. I still wonder when you do, Chrissy, sleep, since it feels that you're always online and awake. Oh, if you only knew. Sometimes I try so hard to stay awake. Sometimes during like Will's live streams, and if you don't see me chatting, it's because I've fallen asleep and it's like, you know, like 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that. But I do try. Not that he puts me to sleep. There's no two ways about that. I fall asleep because there's not enough hours in the day to do what I want to do. Yeah. I got some of those brushes, Chrissy. They are great for blending graphite. Oh, there you go. Currently doing a seal. Makeup brushes are great in general for art. Well, there you go. That's fantastic. Can you put those brushes in the dishwasher? Very funny, Shannon. I don't know, maybe, but I wouldn't, because they're like a normal brush. You know, like you wouldn't want to, you know, when you wouldn't want to, like acrylic, like the synthetic brushes and stuff like that, you wouldn't want to leave them soaking in your, you know, in water and stuff like that. I suspect the ferrule would probably, something would happen. So I would say no to that. Christy says, I believe you said in a pay video that you used to work at an accounting firm. That's what I do. I'm in the admin department. Hello. I was an executive PA in an accounting firm. In fact, I don't know if you've heard of PricewaterhouseCoopers, a global accounting firm, for a long time. Yes, I was. So presentation was always something that I had to always be careful of and stuff like that. But yes, for a very long time. Absolutely. Geez, you're very good. You remembered. She falls asleep all the time holding her phone with stream going. It's so funny. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Who even wears eyeshadow anymore? Says Shannon. Well, you know, some of us that need to put your face on, you need it every now and again. I like falling asleep to videos from the Mind Watercolor channel. Yes, I also follow, and his name is Steve Mitchell. I follow him too. I love his watercolor videos. He's another one who I follow. Well, you know, if you wanted to learn watercolor, he's someone to follow. Sarah says, I never wear makeup. The only time I wore a slight bit was on my wedding day. Okay. Oh, yeah, look, I do. Yeah. Not that I'm a princess or anything like that, but, you know, sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I'm thinking, really? People are looking at that without makeup on? I'm going to buy some and put them in the dishwasher just for fun. Oh, well, good luck. Let me know what happens. Oh, yes, heard of that company. One of the most well-known accounting companies. Yes. In Sydney, Chrissy? Yes, in Sydney. Yes, in Sydney. I used to work in Sydney. Sydney CBD. No turning up for work with pastel fingers, Chrissy. Okay. I want to put on makeup. I want to put on makeup the other day and realised I'm using all my makeup brushes for art. Okay. Oh, that is so funny. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. Okay. So, I don't know if you can see through, but can you can probably see through. This is how fine or how light the layers are, and I just build up. So, nice to be here. I wasn't getting the notifications on my new phone, but it's all sorted now. That's right. You know what? You press the bell icon. That's what you do. And then you press not only the bell icon, but you press all. So to make sure that you get all the notifications. YouTube do funny things. So Coffee Cat, I always like trying out new variations of eyeshadow. Currently it's golden bright red. Ooh, that would look nice. Well, that would be unusual actually. Okay, all right, so I'm still going with this. See, look, at least I'm doing horns. At least they're getting done. Oh, good. Glad to hear you got that fixed. Oh, okay. Looking good, Chrissy. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Okay, now can I just say, look how blotchy these are. See how blotchy it is? That's normal. I just want to say that's normal. It's not until when you start adding more layers that all evens itself out. And I haven't used my palette yet, which is but I haven't needed to at the moment. I haven't needed to mix new colors. Wendy says, have you, I also have to make sure notifications are turned on for the app on your phone as well. Yes, and Mac is my fancy, and Mac is my fancy sick cat. I love Mac. Okay. Yes, with, yeah, YouTube are a bit, well, the reason why they're doing that is they want to protect people's privacy, and they don't, you know, they don't want to want people to be annoying. I think pretty much. So if you really wanted to be notified for a particular YouTuber, in any case, whether it be art or anything, if you ask for notifications, it's because you've asked for it, so therefore YouTube will notify you. But if you don't do all of that, YouTube will take it upon themselves to think that you don't want to be notified all the time, so they won't put up notifications. I think that's what I need to do. Will they notify you via text? You can, I think, if you ask for it. I think they do, Nanette, if you ask for it. You've got to go into some, you've got to, I've got to find out. But definitely you've got to click those. Yeah. This is going to look amazing. I hope so. Oh my gosh. I always think, I hope I pull it off, because I don't normally do animals. For people that have seen me, I don't normally do animals, and it takes me a little bit longer, but I get there in the end. I get there in the end. I like watching Chrissy use makeup brushes for her art. You look like a professional beautician. Yes. Doing a total makeover for a blank piece of paper. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Needs some more dark around edges. It looks like it's been masked. Oh, look, that's like, yes, you watch. These are all the initial layers. Definitely. Nowhere near anything done, actually. And this bit here is really dark. This one is a more controlled brush. That, what do you call it? This thing, dagger-like shape, this shape. That, yeah. Angle. Angle. Okay. Okay. All right, so see, I've still got a while to go. See, there's no way. Look, I'll be lucky if I finish the horns. There's no way I'm going to finish the horns. Angle brush, there you go. Will. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, see, I just say thingy, but you know, see, now look, I say thingy, but you know what I'm talking about. See, you said angle. Heidi says, I can't tell on my screen, but can you still see the white trace lines through the first layer of pastel, or are they covered? Yes, it's very, maybe, I wonder if I could, let me just live stream. Let me just get closer. How? Now, can you see the lines? There you go. There's your answer. And you could still see on some of these around here. So yes is the answer. Okay. Wonder if there's a market for making faces on Pastelmat to colour in for trainees or artists. I've seen lame drawings that the Mac staff colour in, and they look okay. They look. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I'm not sure. And you can use the other side to blend, and that's what these are good for. A bit like a mop brush if you're oil painting or if you're acrylic painting. There we go. I've still got to put more on. I still have got more to go. So has anyone got a, and you guys are actually asking me some really cool questions. Have you got any questions to ask me? That would be something. Could totally make a good clickbait video. Oh no, I don't do things like that. Video drawings, makeup designs on Pastelmat using Panpastels. Oh, oh, Shannon. No, I wouldn't do that. That's not what I'd like to do. Very nice zoom in. Oh, there you go, Brenda. 1.5 hours. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay. All right. See, if I've picked up too much, I just dab it. Sorry, excuse me. And this is where the highlights are on this. So, and I'm going to blend it. So I know it looks scary and blotchy, but that's okay. Okay. Thanks for zooming in. I can see the lines well now. Too good, too good. Brenda, oh, it's 10 AM our time. Okay. Wendy says, you have to at least get both horns blocked in. At least. And Annette, I really like the background on this one. Yes, I used Phthalo, Payne's Grey Extra Dark. Oh, these are extra dark. And this is the Phthalo tint with a bit of burnt umber tint. and I haven't finished yet, but I just, at least I need, see, look, you'll be proud of me. I've got a bit of background in, I've got a bit of horns in. It's all right. This is okay. Katrine says, I'm sorry I asked this earlier, but I didn't get to hear the answer. Where do you get those pastels? Oh, I beg your pardon. I'm so sorry, Katrine. I get these from Soft Pastels Australia. You can purchase them on eBay. You can purchase them on Amazon. I've bought them on eBay. I've bought various ones on eBay, various ones when I got them at a good price. But Soft Pastels Australia, and they send national and international, which is really cool. So sorry about that, I didn't get to answer that. And Wendy says, let me see, or you could work on it a while watching his stream. Oh, okay, something. She can do it, Wendy. These horns can be achieved before the end of this live stream, says Jan. See. I do it, but I don't have time. I do want to make a video on how to draw a fashion croquis, a fashion design drawing basics. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. Clover's horns are red at the moment. She's been rubbing up against something red. Oh, that's right, because you've got a goat. You've got a pet goat. Everyone, Shiny has got a pet goat. I am not kidding you. This is true. This is not a lie. She's got a pet goat. From Norway is Katrine. And hopefully, and I know I'm saying that correctly, I think. Okay, cool. I'll check that out. Okay. I've got Soft Pastels Australia in the description box below. So if you just look them up. But I tell you what, well, they're the distributors for Australia anyway. But I know that Amazon, oh my gosh, Amazon is like the biggest shopping center out, isn't it? Biggest online shopping center out. Okay. Okay, where's my other brush? Here we go. This picks up more. The other one is a bit more finer, and I'm blending here because I wanted this bit to be light. Okay, I wish I had a goat, just saying. Gosh. Oh gosh. Everyone, just be careful of Nanette. She's got a wicked sense of humour. She is wicked. It's nice to see you again, Nanette, because I haven't seen you in a while. Too quick-witted for me. Just saying. Yeah, just saying. Okay. All right, let me see. Okay, this needs so much more. Maybe I might start with, okay, I tell you what. I just want to, I want to try something. These are these, I can't introduce them and not use them on this stream. So this is, before I put them on here, because I haven't tried these before, so I'm just going to try them on a test paper. This is the Xrissart Pastels, Xrissart, and they're pronounced, sorry, they're spelt G-I-R-A-U-L-T. Wendy says, clearly some people have more faith in you than others for getting these horns done. Oh gosh, well that's it. See, some people have got faith in me. Oh wow, soft. This is not pastel paper, by the way. This is just normal drawing paper. Oh, wow. These are lovely. Ah, I see now. If Gary, if you're still in the chat, I see now why you're in love with these. Okay. Tony, good morning and good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Nice to see you here, mate. Welcome. Nanette says, someday I want to see your entire pastel collection. Oh, you will, because I'm going to do a like a studio tour. It's actually embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Okay, they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Okay. This is, now these are broken because I bought them broken because they break easy too. I'm told that they're very brittle. Go lightly. You don't have to use much. I see what you mean. Oh, wow. This is nice too. Yes, this is the burgundy. I'm going to have to do a, mind you, I don't have not one pastel color chart. I have not done one. So shame. This is lovely. Oh my, great for darks and shading. Oh yes. But do they have to be so expensive? Oh, this is raw umber. Lovely. Oh my gosh. In Canada, the best prices for Panpastels I've been able to find is deltaart.ca. Much better prices than Amazon. Well, there you go. Everyone, go over there and have a look. That would be a Canadian for sure. And Panpastels video, where Chrissy takes 4 minutes to pan video around the room to show all her pastels. Nanette says, there is nothing to be embarrassed about. What matters is what you create, not the studio you create in. Well, you know what? I've been doing pastels. I've been painting with pastels for a long time, so that's why I've accumulated that much. So it's almost shameful. Oh, yes. I can see why. I can see the love. That's okay. I can see the love. Okay, here we go. Next slide. Do you like my boats? Sorry. Ah, yes. And these are the colours that I'm going to be using, hopefully. Oh, look, that just broke. Oh, no. Oh, there's a crack. Look, that's going to break any moment. So they're delicate, so that's why I'm going to keep them in here. Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, they're beautiful. Yes. So there's that. Here we go. And, well, this is the colour that I'm going to use for the Snow Leopard. That's why I got the blue. Oh, look, these are lovely. So, oh, a black. A very dark colour. So there you go. This is wonderful. There's another pastel. I like very much. All right, well, I'm just going to put that aside and see if I can do something else with this horns. Okay. Not looking forward to the time change. Oh, okay. No. No, don't worry about the color chart. Sometimes it's better to have a jumble to choose from. Your eye will figure it out. Yeah, that happens. That happens, yes. Yep. Gotta go now, have hospital again. Oh, okay. Catch you later. Keep up the good work, Chrissy. No, thank you for popping in, Sarah. Nice to see you again. Hope to catch you soon. Jelena, I think I can say that I don't need any more art supplies. I have everything I wanted. I will have to start saving more money. Yes. Yes. Oh, hello, Pumpkin Spice. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. Sorry, I'm late. No, you're just in time. All is well. All is well. Has anyone ever used airbrush and pastel? No, I have not. No, I have not. But I do have an airbrush which I want to use. Okay, I still have to put a little bit more here because and I'm using Raw Umber Extra Dark. I need more art supplies and a place to put them. Well, you know what? If you've got room, you know what you should get? And I know this is a bit weird, but a toolbox, a mechanic's toolbox. That's what I've got my some of my art supplies in. Perfect because they're nice and shallow, and of course these are all very small, easy to find. I can't choose colours from new rainbow arranged set of pencils. Jumble is good and also complementary colours set next to each other. Still wondering about the ideal on that. Okay. I have a list, ever evolving, and it never seems to get shorter. Willpower. Willpower. If you have willpower, I have 0 when it comes to art supplies. Well, the only willpower I have is when I got no dosh. That's what happens to me. Yeah, I use a toolbox to keep my paint tubes. There you go, see? All right. May have to start using maybe pastel pencils. Can you believe it? Oh no, hang on. I need to put a bit of blue here as well. Sorry, before I do that, I need my watercolor paper here now. Just want to make sure that, okay, this is the blue I want. And I will go over with pastel pencils with this. Mario, bye for now. Have to go. I love the stream. Great work. Thank you so much for popping by. Come again soon. Come again soon. Sneaks, that list will never get shorter, ever. No matter how much you get, there is always something else to get. And I thought I could never buy enough art supplies, but yet look at me, I bought more pastels. Just when I thought I had heaps more, just when I thought I had heaps. Isn't that great? Well, I tell you what, I quantify it. If I was smoking, then I'd have to buy a pack of how much a week. So there you go. That and then that's all gone. So that's how I quantify me buying my art supplies. I used to work near a store that sold Copic markers, so I would just buy 1 or 2. Then I passed it on the way when I markers, so I would just buy 1 or 2 when I passed it on the way home. There you go. Every now and again you buy 1 or 2 and then you accumulate. And Coffee Cat, that's what happened to me with pastels. I accumulated, and before you knew it, I didn't have enough room and I had to make enough room for my pastels. Absolutely. Just looking at an art catalogue, a catalogue is an addiction in of itself. Oh, absolutely. I love looking through catalogues and you're thinking, oh, that would be nice. Oh, that would be nice. Oh, that would be nice. I keep telling hubby, it could be worse. I might love shoes too. That's right. Yippee, just been paid, going to buy loads of Pastelmat on Amazon. Then I will stop buying art supplies for a while. Oh dear. Okay. All right. Yep, there you go. All right. I just want to show you what this blue is like, because you can't see the actual shading at the moment because probably the light is not good. I don't know. There you go. Because that's where the blue is here, and then there is blue just here. I already have art supplies in my closet. Oh, okay. Because you've got no room to put them anywhere. Oh, that's what happens. So funny. There we go. I wish I could say I do that, but I find deals and I save more buying bulk or at one time. Okay, I'm always looking for deals. I know it's not always an option for many, but if it is, you save much. Oh, that's right. Wendy is so right when she says that. You know, because she's like a hound dog. Like, you know, she sniffs out these deals like you wouldn't believe. I don't know how she finds them. I'd love to have a toolbox full of art supplies, like locked up, spent $350 on my ginger pastel cat today. Okay. Brenda says, my orange slices look like worms. Oh, okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. And now I've got to be careful because this burnt umber that I've put and this blue might make mud, this Payne's grey. So I've just got to be careful a little bit when I apply it, that's all. But it deepens the shadows. I like how it does that. I'm trying to avoid black. The only black I used was over there in the corner. Anyway, so I'll just come out again. Jan says, I get coupons from the art supply stores here locally, and I buy my art supplies when they have wonderful deals. Well, there you go, see? We don't have that. We don't have that coupon thing that you guys have got. We don't have that. Either we don't have it or I'm not looking properly. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I just want to make sure. Okay. Okay. Nanette says, will you keep the horn smooth, or will you put in all the little the hang on, I can't even pronounce it. Jeez, I can't believe it. I can't say it. Striations. Striations. Whatever that word is, yes. Whatever that word is, yes, I will be doing that. These will not be smooth, by no means. These are going to have like little crevices and goodness knows what. So, oh my gosh. Talking about a tongue twister, and it was only one word. I used to buy heaps of stuff on special. Yes, it's cool, but so true, you can spend more. I always buy multiple items. but I'm okay with that. I'm being okay. All right, Sneaks. We have to be cautious of coupon deals. Many places raise their prices and then give you 40 to 50% off. It's not always a good deal. Oh, okay, fair enough. All right. So where was I? I was about here. All right. Hang on, just one more sip. Okay. All right. So what I want to do is I don't want to quite blend it because there is an edge there. I'm going to put some highlights here. I should have said oh, Nanette says I should have said crevices. Yeah. Well, yeah. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Oh, so funny. It's so funny. So funny. I don't think, oh, hang on. I don't think that would matter. It is Chrissy we are talking about. She can't say schedule hard. Schedule, okay? Schedule, not schedule. Not schedule. Although there are Aussies that say schedule, but then there's a lot of us that say schedule. That's probably, is that more British? I don't know. I don't know. Wendy reckons I'm the only one that says it in the world like this. Have a vote. Have a vote. Oh yes, Wendy. I do that. My problem is sometimes I have to have them, the art supplies, before I would receive them in the post. Yes, I know. Sorry, Nanette says, there is a Halloween party at the gym today. I'm going as a nun. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't laugh. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Are you going as a nun? Really, Nanette? Are you really going as a nun? Not that there's anything wrong with going as a nun. Okay. Brenda says, I almost burnt my pintos cooking. Are you cooking at the same time as viewing the live stream? Now, you will burn things if you do that. Yeah, for sure. Okay. All right. Okay, let me see. Well, I tell you what. I have been live streaming for about a couple of hours. And I think I might... I think what I might do at the moment is probably call it a day, an evening, a something. I'll call it something, right? But see, look, I tell you what, you have to be proud of me. I did a bit of the background. I've done a bit of the horns, right? 117 minutes to be exact, says Wendy. I have to run. I hope that everyone has a wonderful night day. See you all soon. Bye, Jan. So what I wanted to say is I'm calling it a date, but hopefully I'm going to be on this this week, and hopefully maybe see if I can get it done by this weekend. I'm really hoping. Yes, really, says Nanette. She's going as a nun. There was a party yesterday too, and I was a nun. I laughed so hard when I started doing Zumba costume nuns aren't known for shaking their booties. Oh gosh, I just got a mental picture. Sorry, I shouldn't do that. Oh, that's so funny. So I'm actually going to call it a day. How many times have I said that? 50 million? But look, I've had a lot of fun today, and thank you for the stream, says Elise. I've had a lot of fun today, and I love hanging out with my art friends. This is like the best time ever. I love it. I love it. I love it. Just wanted to say, well, look, I'll be live streaming every Wednesday, so around this time, and I always hope to see you. I hope to see you as many times as much time as that you can give me. That would be wonderful. But I just wanted to say bye for now, everyone, and talk to you soon.